My name is Eric Phillips. I'm the chairman of the Guyana Reparations Committee and the vice chair of the CARICOM Reparations Commission. It's my pleasure to be here today at the African Dialogue series. Let us be clear. The African Union's decision to name 2025 the Year of Justice for Africans and People of African Descent through reparations is one of the most transformative political acts of the 21st century. For the first time, the African continent, through its highest multilateral body, has aligned unequivocally with the cause of reparatory justice. This is not only historic, it is strategic, legal, and unstoppable. It signals to Europe and the wider world the age of impunity is over. The era of accountability has begun. Under this year's sub-theme 3, Building the Future, Healing and Reparations Towards Socio-Economic Justice, we speak not only of redress, but of rebuilding. And to build forward, we must name the harms. In 1825, France forced Haiti, the first Black republic, to pay 150 gold million francs in reparations to former slaveholders. That debt was paid until 1947. It was a crime, not a contract. In 1884, the Berlin Conference partitioned Africa among 14 European empires. It erased cultures, created artificial borders, and paved the way for resource theft that continues today. In 2001, the Durban Declaration and Program of Action affirmed slavery and colonization were crimes against humanity. Yet 24 years later, no European country has paid monetary reparations. These injustices were not just immoral, they were legal violations, violations of jus cogens in the highest category of international law, and there are continuing wrongs even today. These harms persist today and are visible in the debt-to-GDP ratio of CARICOM states exceeding 100%, the technological marginalization of African-descendant nations, and the systemic racial wealth gap that is global. Let me share some of our historical actions in CARICOM. In 2013, CARICOM launched a Reparations Commission and adopted a 10-point plan. In 2022, Ghana co-hosted the Africa Diaspora Summit on Reparations, leading to the Accra Declaration on Racial Healing. In 2023, the Accra Reparations Conference, co-convened by the AU and Ghana, brought together heads of states from Africa and the Caribbean and United Nations, scholars, activists, and civil society. Together, we called for a multilateral reparations framework and a global reparations fund. So what does building our future look like? Imagine canceling colonial debt, funding health with it, education and infrastructure. Imagine transferring technology to end knowledge apartheid and enable sovereignty in AI, biotech, and green energy. Imagine securing land rights. Imagine reparatory finance, capital to rebuild health, education, infrastructure. Imagine access to global credit on equal terms without the racist Africa risk premium. Imagine cultural and historical restitution, including repatriation of stolen artifacts and ancestral remains. Now think about this for a moment. Africa holds over 60% of the world's remaining arable land, 40% of global gold, 90% of platinum reserves, and has a median age of just 19.2 years. This is not a continent of deficiency. This is not a continent in need of pity. This is a continent ready to lead reparations and to bring the bridge of healing to the rest of the world and regrounding ourselves. What is our call to action? With the African Union and CARICOM united, we are now a global front powered by 1.5 billion descendants of the enslaved and colonized. We are no longer asking politely. We are building legally, economically, and politically. Let 2025 be remembered not as the year we asked for reparations, but the year we began delivering them. We are not victims of history. We are the authors of justice, the Africa we want, the Caribbean we fight for. The future we owe to our ancestors begins now. Thank you. I'm so proud to be part of this event.